Subscribe to Phantom Feed before we begin. In November of 1987, Thomas Vrain was reported missing by his landlord. He was 34 years old, a freelance copy editor. He lived alone in a third-floor apartment in Albany, New York. His landlord went up after Vrain failed to respond to 2 days of phone calls. She used her master key. The door was locked from the inside. The chain was set. The deadbolt was engaged. She had to call the fire department to break it down. Inside, the apartment was perfectly intact. The bed was made. The kitchen was clean. The lights were on. There were no signs of forced entry. No signs of struggle. Nothing missing. Nothing disturbed. Thomas Vrain himself was nowhere in the apartment. His wallet was on the dresser. His coat was on the hook by the door. His shoes were by the bed. His keys were on the kitchen counter. And on the kitchen table, open, was his diary. A black hardcover notebook, bound in leather. He had been keeping it for 14 months. Investigators read the entries from the previous week. The entries were ordinary. A doctor's appointment on Monday. A grocery list on Tuesday. A note about a phone call from his sister on Wednesday. A complaint about the noise from the neighboring apartment on Thursday. Then Friday. Friday's entry was different. Friday's entry was dated 3 days in the future. It was dated November 17th, 1987. Thomas Vrain had disappeared on November 14th. The entry read, "They found me. I don't know how. I locked every door. I checked every window. I taped over the keyhole. I sealed the gap under the door. I do not know how they got in." If you're reading this, they're already in your house too. The handwriting matched Vrain's perfectly. 3 forensic graphologists confirmed it. The page was not torn or inserted. It was bound in the original binding. The ink had been on the page for at least 48 hours when the diary was found, meaning the entry had been written before the date it described. Thomas Vrain has never been found. There is no record of him crossing any state line, withdrawing from any account, contacting any family member. The apartment was sealed. The diary remains in evidence. The last entry has never been explained. Some doors lock from the inside. Some words are written before they happen.